Welcome to Flick News episode 37. This week, we've got a lot of exciting news for you, from the live-action Monster High movie to Disney acquiring the rights to Cocomelon and much more. So,
let's dive right in.
First of all, Renee Victor, the voice actress of Abuelita in Coco, has sadly passed away at the age of 71. Her representative told Entertainment Weekly that she died at her home in Sherman Oaks on Friday after battling lymphoma while surrounded by family. Following news of her demise, Pixar paid a touching tribute to the actress via its official Instagram account, saying, "We are heartbroken to hear of the passing of Renee Victor, the voice Abuelita in Coco, and an incredible part of the Pixar family," and then referenced the film's signature song, adding, "We will always remember you." Then the Lilo and Stitch director has finally revealed why Captain Gantu isn't in the live-action film. He explained that Gantu just didn't work well in live action. They explored it a bit, but ultimately they had to make the decision. He said he saw it as a chance to give another character the spotlight as the villain, and that character ended up being Jumba. While talking to Entertainment Weekly, he said, "One of the things I loved about the original is that up until Gantu arrives, there is no villain that is just a villain. So I thought there was a nice opportunity here for Jumba to turn and become the villain in the third act." He also mentioned that to create space for deeper emotional moments in this new version, some elements from the original had to be cut. Gantu, unfortunately, was one of those elements. But from a storytelling point of view, he felt confident it was the right move. Well, it's definitely a bold change, especially for the true fans of the original, but maybe it will not affect the overall feel of the movie. Then in a recent interview with IGN, Shigeru Miyamoto says, one of his major goals is to grow the Pikmin franchise. He said he spent a lot of time over the past 5 or 6 years focusing on it. A lot of that effort went into Pikmin Bloom, and of course, we've also seen new Pikmin titles drop. But he says he wanted to see if there's other ways that we can have people engage and get to know Pikmin that's outside of the population that plays video games. He says, Pikmin has this unique ability to have appeal across a broad range and that it's still appealing for both younger audiences and older audiences, and in Japan. So I'm hoping that we can expand that globally. So whether it's some kind of a movie or show, things like that would be really fun. He also said, there's this sort of unwritten rule where Pikmin are allowed to appear in other Nintendo universes. So who knows? We could one day see a Pikmin and Mario crossover. Maybe a movie where Pikmin end up in the Mushroom Kingdom or something wild like that. And it can be possible especially if Nintendo keeps cranking out box office hits. Then Jimmy Kimmel has officially been cast in the new Smurfs movie, joining a pretty stacked lineup that includes Rihanna and John Goodman. Just last week, they also announced that Marshmello would be part of the cast too, which definitely caught people off guard, since he's never been involved in an animated movie before. Now, while Marshmello's casting is unexpected, Jimmy Kimmel actually has some voice acting experience. He's voiced characters in Paw Patrol, the movie, The Boss Baby, and in its sequel. So let's see what kind of role he takes on in the Smurfs universe. Then in a recent Zootopia 2 trailer, fans spotted a fun little Star Wars Easter egg. There's a scene where you can clearly see a zebra dressed as Darth Vader, which pretty much confirms that Star Wars is canon in Zootopia universe. Then Nicktoons has rebranded to NickelodeonSpongebob, as the channel will be dedicated to airing SpongeBob SquarePants all summer long. This doesn't mean that the entirety of Nickelodeon's lineup will only focus on the employees of the Krusty Krab, but it once again goes to show just how big the franchise has become. And this change appears to be temporary, as the Paramount-owned children's network stated that Nick SpongeBob will only be around for the summer. Then Cartoonito has officially ended after 4 years. It was Cartoon Network's first dedicated preschool block to air on the channel in over 15 years. Cartoon Network has seen major success with several of its own programming blocks in the past, with the likes of Adult Swim and Toonami remaining stalwart parts of the cable network. Unfortunately, not every block is going to manage to survive in the long run. Then Darren Nefsey says she would love to do a Star versus the Forces of Evil revival. She said, "I do always tell Disney that I would do more Star. It works to bother them. Disney has been like, the show is still getting attention, and I'm like, yeah guys, let's do more." Then Peter David, co-creator of Spider-Man 2099 and a comic book legend, has sadly passed away at the age of 68. Then Disney has acquired the streaming rights for Cocomelon from Netflix, and all episodes will be available on Disney Plus starting in 2027. According to Nielsen data, Cocomelon currently ranks as the 6th most popular streaming title for kids aged 2 to 5. With this move, Cocomelon will now sit alongside other big preschool hits on Disney+, like Bluey, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Disney is also expected to grow the Cocomelon brand in a similar way to what they've done with Bluey. The shift to Disney Plus comes just ahead of the Cocomelon movie releasing in 2027 from Universal, and the exclusive streaming deal also includes future seasons and the popular spin-off Little Angel, which has been gaining traction in Latin America. It's a big move for Disney, and it looks like they're setting up Cocomelon to be a long-term part of their preschool lineup. Then here's some good news for OG Ben 10 fans. A Ben 10 marathon is coming to Cartoon Network on June 15th in honor of Father's Day. It'll run from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then the first official trailer for Tom and Jerry Gakko has been released, and it just looks so cute. It's in Japanese short-form series coming soon to the Warner Bros. Kids YouTube channel. Each episode is about 1 minute long, and there will be more than 50 episodes coming. The short trailer indicates that Tom and Jerry Gakko isn't just cute as heck. The anime series also contains several references to classic Tom and Jerry episodes. They include the one in which Jerry eats a huge piece of cheese and his entire body changes form, and the one where Tom chases Jerry through a mouse hole and gets out of it looking different. Then the Boondocks co-writer Rodney Barnes talked about the possibility of a revival. He said, "Never say never. But it's a different time. When we were writing the Boondocks back in the early 2000s, social media wasn't what it is now. These days, as soon as you offend someone, it's all over X. Corporations don't like that." So while Barnes didn't completely shut down the idea, he did point out some real challenges with bringing the show back for today's audiences, meaning the series would have to evolve to fit modern standards. If you're a fan of the show, you might remember that a reboot was actually announced in 2019 ahead of the HBO Max launch. And Aaron Magruder was on board with plans to release in 2020. Unfortunately, that never happened after comedian John Witherspoon, who voiced Granddad Robert Freeman, passed away in October 2019 at age 77. His death put the reboot on indefinite hiatus, which eventually led to the show being shelved. So for now, a revival doesn't seem likely. Barnes wants to do it, but overall, his answer leans more toward no. Then a Death Stranding anime is officially in the works. Hideo Kojima, the visionary creator behind the acclaimed Death Stranding video game series, has officially announced that an anime adaptation of the franchise is currently in production. This revelation adds to the expanding Death Stranding universe, which already includes an upcoming sequel and a live-action film. In a recent interview with Vogue Japan, Kojima discussed his ambition to extend the Death Stranding narrative beyond interactive media. He emphasized his desire to explore new storytelling avenues, stating, "We are also currently working on an anime adaptation." While specific details about the anime's plot, studio, and release date remain unknown, Kojima's announcement has sparked excitement among fans eager to see the game's rich world translated into animation. Then Fresh TV has announced a new division called Total Drama Games, which will launch a special Total Drama Island event on Fortnite and Roblox starting June 1st. The island will bring characters and more from the Canadian animated series into the games, with special activities and fun things for players to enjoy. Then My Little Pony will receive a total brand reinvention in 2027, with 2026 said to be the year of the pony. As a new look, tons of new content and innovative products are in the works. Then the official Disney Channel YouTube has been rebranded as Disney Channel Animation, while the former Disney XD channel has been rebranded to serve as the main Disney Channel account. The new main page will be focused on live-action content. Then Moana 2 director David Derrick Jr. will direct an original animated feature film at Warner Bros. Pictures Animation. The film will take place in the natural world. No further details has been revealed yet. Now let's take a look at some streaming and premiere dates that were confirmed this week. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus will premiere on Disney Junior on July 21st and next day on Disney. All 10 seasons of the original 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series is now streaming for free on Tubi. Spidey and His Amazing Friends Season 4, Waterwebs, will premiere on Disney Junior on June 16th and next day on Disney+. Season 14 of SpongeBob SquarePants and The Patrick Star Show will stream on Paramount Plus on June 4th and June 25th respectively. Smiling Friends Season 3 will premiere this fall on Adult Swim Canada, and it will likely premiere around the same time in the US also. The new regular show series will premiere on Adult Swim Canada sometime during the 2025 to 2026 season. Pixar's Win or Lose will premiere on Disney Channel starting on June 7th. And the first look at Haunted Hotel has been revealed. It's a new animated series by the team of Rick and Morty. It will release on Netflix on September 19th. Then Sony Pictures Animation and Imageworks have teamed up with the educational platform Yellowbrick to present This Is Animation, an all-new, free-to-access online course designed to introduce learners of all ages to the art and industry of animated filmmaking. The course is hosted by animation director Chris Pern, known for The Willoughbys and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs too. This Is Animation offers an insider's look at how animated films and series come to life, and is designed to open the doors to anyone curious about working in animation. Through 5 engaging modules, learners will explore the core pillars of animation storytelling, from the production pipeline to character creation and world building. The course will provide learners with a comprehensive understanding of the animation landscape, while offering a unique glimpse into the magic that brings animated stories to life. Then the first official trailer for King of the Hill revival has been revealed. The official synopsis says that after years working a propane job in Saudi Arabia to earn their retirement nest egg, Hank and Peggy Hill return to a changed Arlen, Texas to reconnect with old friends Dale, Boomhauer, and Bill. Meanwhile, Bobby is living his dream as a chef in Dallas and enjoying his 20s with his former classmates Connie, Joseph, and Shane. It is releasing on Hulu on August 4th. Then Pixar's Elio had a reported budget of around $300 million, making it the most expensive Pixar film to date. And that's probably because of its long, complicated production. The movie was originally set to release in 2024, but after the creative team changed, it went through major shifts, which you can actually see if you compare the trailers. Now it is in early tracking to earn between $35 to $45 million domestically in its opening weekend, which could make it the second worst debut ever for a Pixar movie. Then Toby Huss has been casted as Dale Gribble in the remaining episodes of the King of the Hill revival that Johnny Hardwick wasn't able to record due to his death. Then Sam Witwer says the Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord series will dive into Darth Maul's humanity. He explains, the idea is that, even though he's a bad guy, the fun of it is he as bad as Sidious or Vader? And the answer is, actually no. Witwer also shares that the series will show Maul rethinking whether creating the Empire was really a good idea. Maul's like, is that what Sidious had in mind? This is a little scary. Coming from a world of swords, sorcery, magic, and knights, Maul struggles with how the mechanized Empire is draining all the color and life from the universe. He questions, is this right? Is this the universe we're trying to build? It sounds like this series will offer a fresh and deeper look at Maul's character, showing us a side of him that's more complex than just a villain. Definitely something for Star Wars fans to keep an eye on. Then Max has now also removed several classic animated series, including the new Scooby-Doo movies, Baby Looney Tunes, the new Looney Tunes, and Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated as part of a broader content purge. These removals are part of Max's strategy to refocus on adult and family programming, moving away from children's content due to low viewership. While these shows are no longer available on Max, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated remains accessible on Netflix. However, it's important to note that the series was removed from Netflix in the United States on April 23, 2025. Internationally, it continues to be available on Netflix for now. Then Nickelodeon has teamed up with Boba Bear to make a custom drink in celebration of their new animated series, Wylde Pak. Then a new Teen Titans Go episode called Favorite Animated Show Nominee will premiere on Cartoon Network on June 21st at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the same day as the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. In the episode, we will see Robin get suspicious that the Titans are always nominated for awards but never actually win, so he's determined to figure out why. Then according to a new report from TV Line, Disney's Primos will not be getting a Season 2 and has wrapped up its production, which means that the first season of episodes will all fans get to see with this series. Then Lilo and Stitch, the series, is coming back to the Disney Channel after nearly 20 years since it last aired. To celebrate Stitch Day on June 26th, Disney Channel announced they'll bring the show back. The series first aired in 2003 and ran for 2 seasons, ending with a finale movie on June 23, 2006. While it's not clear yet if all the episodes will air on that day, or if the series will stay on Disney Channel until both seasons finish airing. Either way, it's a great chance for fans to revisit this classic. Then first look at the new 1-hour SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick Star Show. Crossover special SpongeBob and Patrick's Timeline Twist-Up has been revealed. The special will premiere on Nickelodeon Friday, June 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the special, characters from the Patrick Star Show embark on a time-traveling adventure through some of the most iconic SpongeBob SquarePants episodes, including Rock Bottom, Ripped Pants, Neptune's Spatula, and Help Wanted. As they appear, it is up to SpongeBob and Patrick to restore the timeline and stop the madness. The special also features guest star John O'Hurley as the voice of King Neptune. Then LEGO has revealed the first look at the new Toothless Set, and it will officially release on July 1st, with pre-orders starting June 2nd, and it's priced at $70. It comes with 784 pieces and is designed with enough detail to be a cool display piece, whether it's on a shelf, desk, or in a kid's room. Though it's based on a beloved character, LEGO recommends it for ages 18 and up due to its intricate build. Then Jonathan Joss, the voice of John Redcorn in King of the Hill, has sadly passed away at the age of 59 after being fatally shot by his neighbor. Then an animated anime club series, based on the comic by K.C. Green, is officially in the works at Titmouse. The show follows a group of high school outcasts who are totally obsessed with pop culture and decide to start an unofficial, unfunded, and completely misunderstood anime club. Definitely sounds like a fun and relatable watch for anyone who's ever been part of a fandom. Then Disney's latest round of layoffs has affected hundreds of employees across its TV and film divisions, including departments like marketing and casting. This marks the 4th round of cuts in just 10 months, as the company continues its cost-cutting efforts. It's another sign of how even the biggest studios are still feeling the pressure to tighten up behind the scenes, and it's definitely a tough time for many in the industry. Then Disney has revealed the first map artwork for the upcoming Cars Land at Walt Disney World, and it's called Piston Peak National Park. Inspired by the American frontier, the land is fully set within the Cars universe, but designed like a national park made for sentient talking vehicles. It's a clever move, since the location is near Liberty Square and Frontierland, so framing it as a natural, rustic setting helps it blend right in. And honestly, a car-style national park sounds like a fun and unique twist on both the franchise and the park experience. Then Krypto the Superdog will receive a seasonal spin-off series of animated short films after his debut in the upcoming Superman movie. Then the live-action Monster High movie is officially moving forward at Universal Pictures, and it's just found its director. Gerard Johnstone, best known for directing Megan, is now set to direct the film. Mattel first announced the project back in June 2024, and after about a year, we finally have some movement. Plot details are still being kept under wraps for now. Mattel Studios President and Chief Content Officer Robbie Brenner said that Gerard's unique vision and genre-blending style make him the perfect fit for this film. This is exactly what we're building at Mattel Studios as we continue to work with top talent to tell fresh, unexpected stories from our rich portfolio of brands. He also added that Monster High is a fan-favorite franchise with endless storytelling potential, and we are thrilled to reimagine it in a monstrously exciting way with Gerard at the helm. Then Glitch has revealed the first look at the amazing Digital Circus Episode 5, and we can see Jax holding a gun, which pretty much hints we're in for some kind of hunting-themed episode, possibly with Kane sending the crew into a jungle simulation. And it looks like this episode will focus more on Jax. Plus, the creator Gooseworks previously confirmed that in episodes 5 and 6, Ragatha and Jax will share the spotlight equally. So this episode is definitely going to get interesting. Then PBS has sued the Donald Trump administration over the president's recent executive order to cancel federal funding for PBS and NPR. They argue that Trump's move to cut off funding violates the First Amendment. The lawsuit says Trump's order violates laws that forbid the president from serving as the arbiter of the content of PBS programming. Then the first official look at Andy Serkis Animal Farm has been revealed, and the character designs have people talking. The animals have this almost cutesy, animated style that feels a bit off, especially considering the dark and politically heavy themes of George Orwell's original book. If you've read Animal Farm, you know it's not exactly a lighthearted tale. But sometimes the art style doesn't always reflect the tone of the story, and that contrast might even make the film's message hit harder. So for now, we'll just have to wait and see how it all comes together. And that's a wrap for this week's news. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.